everyone. This is me, Manahil, remote job Valley. I am a student of Rehan School, Kringi campus. Welcome to the show, Future of Podcast, where we explore the evolving landscape of work and how innovators are shaping the future. So, I'm your host, Manahil, and today we are diving into the world of digital marketing and social media with a very special guest. He is a master of leveraging the digital space to amplify business success, the CEO of Sociality Pro and Slebe, the host of the Business Talk podcast and a Forbes expert contributor. Austin Armstrong, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having me on.
It's my pleasure. So, before moving on questions, can you please introduce yourself for my viewers?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Austin Armstrong. I'm the CEO of two companies, as you just mentioned, Socialty Pro, which is an organic focused digital marketing agency, and Syllabi, which is an AI powered software tool that makes video marketing easy for businesses and content creators. I've been doing social media marketing for about 19 years, so probably older than you have been alive, Manahil. But it's been an awesome journey. I social media has changed my life, and my whole mission is to help inspire other content creators with the tips, tools, and strategies so they can change their lives as well.
All right, wonderful introduction and wonderful mission. Thank you so much, sir, for your introduction. So now let's move on to questions. My first question is on your screen. Can you share your journey in digital marketing and how it led you to become the CEO of Sociality Pro and Slay how can I pronounce this?
It's syllabi, but it's
Slay
okay.
Okay.
Most people get it wrong anyway. It's okay. But yeah, it's been a long journey, as I kind of just teased there. So I got started on social media marketing when I was 14 years old on MySpace, which was about 19 years ago. I really loved it from a very early age. I got connected into communities with other content creators on MySpace at the time, that we would promote each other to gain large followings, and we were ultimately able to monetize that pretty early on in a couple ways. So one is brands would reach out. So very early brand deals. I worked with t-shirt companies and local bands, because bands were a big deal on MySpace back in the day to listen to music. And then I had partnered with a friend who was a brilliant website designer at the time, and what we did was basically exactly the same thing that I'm doing now, which is crazy. But he would build the website to help other people grow on MySpace like I had grown. And then all I had to do, because I had the large audience, was promote that website. And it really had a large network effect. And so everybody that used MySpace at the time, they sort of posted in this community board feature area, and that's how it kind of worked. You paid to have your profile listed on this train, it was called, and it went through all of these. Like, we would all post it and whatnot. And I was so young and so influenced by how much traction I was getting and how much money that I was making as a young kid, that I think that influenced my lifelong journey in social media. Now, fast forward to about 10 years ago is really when I started doing this professionally. So I started as an intern at a video marketing company out in California, and we specialized in the behavioral health space. So helping people overcome substance abuse. We worked with therapists, psychologists, to help coach them on how to get that information in their head onto camera, onto YouTube at the time, because YouTube 10 years ago was really the only video marketing platform that was worthwhile. Now every platform supports video, and I really loved that. And I loved video, and I loved the ability to create content and build trust and rapport with people in a different way. Before that point online, everything before that was mostly text based or image based, but YouTube really made video accessible to the masses. And so I worked my way up in that company from, I was unpaid at first. I just saw the long term value there. So I was an unpaid intern that became a paid intern, that became a part time employee, that became a full time employee and a manager. And then 5 years later, so 5 years ago now, I started my first business, which is Socialty Pro, and my boss is my business partner. So playing that long game, I moved my way up from intern to business partner, and we had so much success with that company. And I really wanted to practice what I preach, and that was really when TikTok first came out as well. So I grew my business, I grew that marketing agency by doing video marketing, all organic. And I had gained a lot of traction on TikTok at first, in the first year. And that really shifted where I am today. So because of that success on TikTok, a lot of other business owners and entrepreneurs and content creators reached out and said, "You have a lot of traction on TikTok. You've used this to grow your business. Can you help us grow our business on TikTok?" And of course. And so that really launched my specialty in short form video, which has gotten me millions of followers across the board now. And so during that process of making repeatable processes for short form video for business owners to grow on video, I really distilled that into a couple step-by-step processes, which became Syllabi. So marketing agencies can be very expensive, and not many business owners or entrepreneurs can afford to hire a marketing agency. But people should have access to all of these tools and processes so that they can spread their mission and share information in the formats that are working the best online. And so that's where the idea for Syllabi came. And so I started working on that about 2 years ago. We launched it about 1 year and 2 months ago, 1 year and 3 months ago now. And it's been awesome. So yes, Syllabi is a very scaled down version of what a marketing agency does. I've strategically priced it 100 times cheaper than what my agency charges on a monthly basis. And it has helped a lot of people. We've had tens of thousands of people sign up and use Syllabi over the last year and 3 months. So it's been a blessing, and it's just consistency over time.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your very wonderful answer. Thank you so much, sir. So now let's move on to next question. My next question is for you. How has the rise of social media platforms, particularly TikTok, changed the landscape of digital marketing?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, having been in social media for so long, I've seen all of the formats come and go. And I think the platform Vine walked so TikTok could run. Vine was way ahead of its time. Short form vertical videos, 7-second videos. And that really paved the way. There was mass adoption and traction of the platform Vine, but ultimately the platform couldn't figure out how to monetize it, so they had shut it down. But it still had tens of millions of users, and so that really paved the way for what ultimately became TikTok. And a couple in the years leading up to TikTok, it was kind of stagnant on social media. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat were all around, but they were kind of just stealing the same features over and over again, and it was getting a little stagnant. It was getting a little boring. There wasn't that much fast innovation until TikTok came around. And before TikTok, just in case anyone doesn't know, TikTok was formerly Musically. So the company ByteDance acquired Musically and rebranded it and turned it into what is now TikTok. And the adoption of it worldwide was so fast that it forced the progression of adoption of short form content on every other platform. And so when TikTok was banned in India, YouTube was first to market. So YouTube immediately rolled out YouTube Shorts, which was a huge success. And then it actually launched in India before it came to America, because it was a huge market and a market gap to test it. And then everybody else followed suit, because that's the nature of social media. When one feature or one thing works exceptionally well, the other giants copy them. So Instagram Reels rolled out, Facebook Reels rolled out, and now I saw last week LinkedIn is even working on a short form video feed that's much like TikTok. And so all of these platforms have sort of copied TikTok. And so it's changed the entire landscape. I mean, less than 5 years ago, short form videos weren't really a thing and didn't gain traction. But now it's almost exclusively the most important way to gain traction on every major social media platform. So TikTok has completely changed digital marketing and social media, I think, for the better. I think it's never been easier for content creators and business owners to create videos and grow on social media.
All right, great idea. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us very amazing answer. So thank you so much. Now let's move on to next question. My next question is for you. What are some key strategies for business to leverage TikTok and other social media platform for growth?
Yeah, I treat TikTok and social media as a search engine, which is a little bit differently from how other content creators focus on it. But I work with a lot of businesses, and I am an SEO, so that plays a big part into that. But TikTok has openly said that they are a search engine. They are the primary search engine of Gen Z and now Gen Alpha. And more people are using it as a search engine. And this is what we found is a very repeatable process over and over again. So if you're a business owner, find the questions that your customers are asking you or searching for online, and you can use keyword research tools. There's amazing free tools like AnswerSocrates.com or AnswerThePublic.com, where you can just type in what you do, the services that you offer, your product, and it'll show you a million questions or comparisons of what people are actually searching for online. And then you can just take those questions or topics and create content around them. And what that's going to do is it creates a evergreen long form strategy, because it's not relying on a trend. You don't have to dance like some people do on TikTok. You don't have to be overly silly. You can just educate. The vast majority of my content is just education. And most of the businesses that we work with is education. That's really one of the biggest secrets on social media, is just deliver incredible value, give your best information away for free, and you create a reason that people want to follow you for more. And that's the whole game that we play. So just give amazing information away for free. Always make it more about your audience and less about you. The more that you can give, the more that you're going to get from reciprocal value. The law of reciprocity really kicks in. People feel obligated almost to purchase your product or join your opt-in or contact you for help, because you've given so much incredible free value out there. So that's what I would really recommend. Start with that.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your recommendation. And now let's move on to next question. Now let's move on to artificial intelligence. So, how can artificial intelligence (AI) be used in digital marketing to improve efficiency and results?
Oh, there's so many great ways, and I love what you're doing with your podcast, talking to what is the name of the AI that you have on? What the lady?
Right now,
No, you have her as a guest sometimes, right? Like you
okay.
talk
So,
to
call Annie.
Call Annie. Yes, yeah. See, I think that's awesome. So that's one of the cool tools, Call Annie, that can help you learn how to actually talk to AI, both like physical and verbally, but actually communicate in a text fashion as well. I think that's one of the most important things, because when you learn to communicate with AI, you're going to get better results. across the board in your content creation. So instead of AI can help you in almost every capacity in your online journey, and help you grow on social, be more productive, actually make money. But it starts with talking to it as if it were a personal assistant, or a trained expert that you can actually get information from. So it's actually going to help you with your prompting as well. But you can use AI tools to write video scripts for you. You can use AI to actually create the entire videos for you. You don't even need to create content anymore. You can use it to clone your voice and clone your likeness, create a deep fake of yourself. I have 4 deep fakes of myself, and a bunch of voice clones. So, and some of those videos for me have done millions of views organically on social media. So I don't even need to create videos originally anymore if I don't want to, because I can use my AI clone of myself to actually create the entire content. There are productivity tools. I love using Otter and Fireflies. These are AI meeting note takers that sit in on your Zoom meetings or your Google Meets, Microsoft Teams, and it records the entire session. It takes notes for you. It summarizes it, and it gives you actionable takeaways and follow up information. You can use tools like Opus Clip or Munch to turn long form videos into short form content automatically. It automatically will create or shrink the videos or reformat them into vertical, add subtitles on it, so that you can be more productive and create content and publish content every single day. There are great calendar productivity tools as well. I think Motion is one where you sync up your calendar to it, and it'll automatically adjust and rearrange items on your calendar if you accomplish them or not. So, like if I was too busy to do this one task that was on my calendar, rather than just missing it, Motion will automatically replace it on an empty slot on my calendar, to make sure that I get that task done later on. Um, the capabilities of AI are virtually endless. It's getting more and more powerful every single day, and so the amount that you can get out of it is really limited to your creative thought process. And the more that you learn how to use these tools now, because we're still early, we're really less than 2 years into the AI tools, and AI new era that we're entering into. This is going to be a complete paradigm shift for everybody in the world. And so the more that you learn to talk to these tools, the more that you learn to communicate with these tools now is going to set you up for much long-term success.
Yes, you are right. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing very amazing tools. I will check Opus for making my videos into short. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing. So now
You're
let's
welcome.
move on to next question. As the president of the Rotary Club of DuPont Circle, how do you balance your professional and philanthropic activities?
You did some research. uh, yeah, it's tough. I think delegation is the key. So for anybody that doesn't know, Rotary is a international organization of clubs that do good deeds in the world. We do fundraising. We work with other nonprofit organizations. We donate funds to end diseases like polio, um, and support clean water initiatives, and building infrastructures all around the world. Just about every country has Rotary clubs. There's, I believe, 1.3 million Rotarians around the world. I've been a Rotarian for about either 4 or 5 years now. Love Rotary. It's an amazing organization. Um, as far as how I handle the time, it's difficult. But yeah, delegation has really been the key for me. So particularly in Rotary, we have a board. So everybody on the board has different roles, and they're responsible for those roles. And so we have a monthly board meeting, and then I can delegate tasks to those individual people, and we regularly communicate on WhatsApp as well on a daily basis. So if I need to get involved on anything, I do so. I make executive decisions, and that's really how I go into business and scale business as well. As delegation is key. It's impossible to do everything yourself, so you have to have trusted people that believe in the same mission and goals that you're working on, and allocate those tasks to them so that you can free your time up. So for me, yeah, I delegation is the most important thing. So it allows me to be more active online and create content, and have a personal life outside of all of this. But yeah, delegation.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for your great answer. So, as a Forbes expert contributor, what are some emerging trends in digital marketing that business should be aware of?
Yeah, I think AI is the biggest one. AI is going to infiltrate every industry. AI has already drastically impacted digital marketing. So if you don't have uh, an AI strategy in your business, you need to start preparing for that. Not even prepare, you need to start taking action on it immediately. Um, Deep fake technology within the AI space is getting extremely powerful. A company called HeyGen just last week uh, debuted their walking avatars. So previously, a deepfake clone is sort of set in one location. You don't move, but there's some minor hand movements, and it moves your face and your body in sort of a repetitive motion. But now it tracks with you. So deep fake technology is coming out that I can walk in a park and walk around in front of the camera, and it'll match my movements and my mouth to any script that I type in. And so incorporating that into your digital marketing strategies is going to be really important. And it's also important to learn about these tools as safeguards as well, because while I'm on the positive side of AI, and I think these can provide amazing opportunities and solutions, there's also dark sides of this. It can be used to manipulate people, to have celebrities or politicians or influential people say things that they didn't actually say. They're artificially manipulated, and with how fast that information is spread on social media, that can provide a lot of uh, misinformation that's spread quickly, which can manipulate people before they learn about that it's fake, that it's not real in the first place, and the damage can already be done. Those are yeah, between AI and the continued use of short form video. I also see a big push in podcasting this year too. So YouTube just last year rolled out a big push for podcasts on the platform. YouTube channels have podcast tabs now. Spotify really got into the podcast game. I just saw an announcement like this week that Netflix is getting into the podcast game. Big media companies are getting into podcasting, so it's a great medium to grow and create content and talk to amazing people and build amazing connections. Yeah.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. So, how does Syllabi.io help business owners create a social media content strategy, and what makes it unique?
Yeah, awesome question. So, what makes it unique and different from other AI tools is it's exclusively based on my repeatable process. It's not general; it's an actual workflow. So, uh, a lot of the problems that business owners or content creators face is they know they need to create content on social media. It's a no-brainer at this point. but they don't know what topics to create. They don't know what to say in videos. Maybe they don't like being on camera. They don't feel comfortable putting their face on camera. They don't know how to do video editing and software. And they don't have the budget to hire a marketing agency. And it's hard to stay consistent as well. And so we've taken all of those problems and we've streamlined it into Syllabi. So what Syllabi does and how it helps business owners and content creators is, first, we show you the topics that are trending in your industry. So all of the questions that people are searching for online. As I mentioned earlier, social media is a search engine. And so that's really the first part of the philosophy and workflow within Syllabi, is finding the topics that have a lot of search volume, that are trending right now, and then taking those topics and creating a video script. So with a click of a button, it'll generate an entire video script for you on that topic with best practices. So how we've done the back end structuring of those scripts is the best practices for growing on social media. So you know exactly what to say. And then you can create content instantly, videos in Syllabi. So you can use deepfake avatars. We have, I think, 25, 26 stock avatars in there, or spokespeople that can create the video for you. You can upload a photo or headshot of yourself, or even an animated character, and it'll animate the face. So a talking photo, that feature is called. And it'll actually animate the mouth and the head of that image to read the actual script. Next week, we're rolling out, maybe not next week, a week or two, we're rolling out the ability to create a deepfake clone of yourself in Syllabi. So kind of like we mentioned, you'll be able to create a deepfake entirely of yourself to create content at scale without ever needing to press record. You can also already clone your voice in Syllabi as well. And then we have a built-in video editor that's very easy to use. It's like CapCut, drag and drop video editors. We're rolling out templates in there as well. You can easily make videos, and then you can publish it and schedule it directly to your social media accounts. So you can connect your social media pages and either schedule for a later time or publish them directly to your social media, and we use AI to generate the descriptions and the titles of those videos as well. So basically, it's a one-stop shop, a streamlined tool to be successful on social media with video. Everything that's worked for me, everything that's worked for our clients, everything I've talked about in this episode, it's really streamlined and very easy to use within Syllabi.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your answer about Slayby.io. So, lastly, what advice would you give to individuals looking to start a career in digital marketing?
Join the Rayhan University. No, what you and Rayhan do is amazing. I think the earlier that you can start just testing, just creating, just jumping into these communities and learning, the more success that you'll have. You know, success isn't overnight. It is a long game. You have to be willing to create content and test different types of content every single day, and know that the first, months or maybe even years that you're creating is going to have slow growth. But the skills that you learn and all of those tests are going to compound over time. And it only takes one piece of content to really change everything. One video, one post, one image could go viral and instantly fuel all of your other content that you've posted. And plus, you now know, because you've done so many tests, you've created so many pieces of content, you've done so many podcasts, you've done so many interviews, you feel comfortable on camera. It's easy to replicate. So once you have those successes, you can just do more and double down on what has actually worked for you. But you got to put in the work. This is not an overnight thing. Nobody gets rich instantly overnight. That's not how it works. And on the occasional, small instance where somebody's first video ever goes viral, they typically burn out because they haven't built that muscle of creating content. Another thing that I'll add that I just posted today, and this is something that I think has resonated with a lot of people, is that when you want to become a digital marketer and content creator, think business first and influencer second. The reason for that is that most of these platforms, the ad revenue that's generated or the performance bonuses that the platforms pay you is nothing. It's not that much money at all. Depending on what country you're in, it might be more influential to you than other countries, of course. But that money that the platforms give you should really just be your bonus. It should just be extra money that's given to you for your hard work. If you want to monetize from digital marketing and social media, you have to have a business outside of just the content that you create. And there's so many ways that you can monetize. So if you start your own business, you can get paying clients. You can do consulting calls. You can do done for you services where you help other people grow on social or help them online. You can create online courses that are paid, either one time or monthly recurring. You can create digital assets like downloadable ebooks or videos that you charge for. You can do brand deals working with other companies to promote their products or services. You can do affiliate marketing where you talk about other products or services that aren't yours, but you get a commission for every sale that you make. You can get hired as a paid public speaker. There are so many different ways that you can monetize on social media now. It's amazing. But building up that muscle and of staying consistent with content creation and being okay failing over and over again until it actually works and clicks, and having that business mindset behind it is really going to set you up for long-term success to create consistent content, but also change your life from the money that can be brought in to support your friends, your family, your mission, inspire other people.
Absolutely, sir. Amazing advice. And Mr. Austin, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show today. Your insights in digital marketing and power of social media are individual for business and individuals looking to navigate this ever-changing landscape. So, thank you so much, sir, for this. And thank you, Austin, for giving us very valuable answers. So, to our listener, be sure to check out Mr. Austin's work with the Sociality Pro and Slayby.io, and don't forget to tune into his Business Talk podcast for more expert insights. So, thank you so much again for your time and for your valuable answers. It's been a pleasure to talk with you, and thank you. I enjoy very much. I think my viewers also enjoy our interview. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me your precious time.
Thank you so much for having me on. It was great to speak with you.
Thank you. Bye.